Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Do you like the last tutorial I just posted? The one that was showing you how to create those beautiful background cards. So if you do, I'm sure you're going to love the next tutorial. The next tutorial, we are going to create those two cards, and we are going to use our brand new design. This is called the Ocean Wave. And then I'm going to show you the same stamp, different kind of stamping technique. It ends up to be totally different kind of effect. That's started. So what's different between those two cards? On my left one, this is the one, remember my last tutorial? If you haven't watched my last tutorial, make sure you check it out. We are using the black VersaFine to stamp the image and then use our magic mushroom to rub the background. But I'm going to show you, this is the one white or the black part become white. How did I do that? So that's started. Okay, the material list, we are going to use Local King's Magic Mushroom, and we are going to use some dye-based impact, Versamark, and the white or clear embossing powder. And of course, with our brand new stamp, the Ocean Wave background stamp. Okay, so we are going to use the Versamark to do the white embossing, and most of the people, they know how to do the embossing with embossing powder, so I'm going to just fast forward it. But the only one thing I keep repeating, how you're going to ink your background stamp. So usually when in my tutorial, I usually tell you when you use dye-based impact, you have to rub and tap. Yeah, that's correct. But when you use a Versamark is kind of like a glue. They are kind of sticky. So the rub is not going to work well. So with a Versamark, you are going to squeeze. So just make sure nicely tapping all the background. And here is one more thing. Instead of you stamp your stamp on top of the paper, we're going to place your stamp on the table, and we're going to put your cardstock on top. The reason I do that is that you should give it a try, because usually if your table is not flat, your background stamp is big, usually you're going to end up with like some part of a stamp image is not a stamp. So, and this is a big stamp, you know, you're going to waste your cardstock and you don't get a nice stamp image. I found out if you try to switch it, from now on, you're going to ink your background stamp this way. I guarantee you every time you will get a perfectly stamped image. So I'm going to fast forward how to do the embossing. Everybody know how to do embossing. If you don't know how, just make sure you check our website. We have 100+ tutorial ready to view. Just check it out how to hit embossing. Okay, so this is the cardstock that after I stamp with a Versamark and put the white embossing powder on top, and this is a 120 pounds color cardstock. So that's what it looks like. You can see that white splash on top, right? And then this is the one that from our previous tutorial, I just stamped with black impact, and the rubbing with our magic mushroom is what it looks like. So I'm not going to repeat the same technique. Now we are going to create this background. So white embossing powder with a Versamark, and then we are going to have a two-tone. We are going to have a blue breeze, and we are going to use fresh greens. Just need a little bit green on top. So we are going to do again this green I use a lot. So when I just rubbing on top, still have a very light green. That's not going to affect my my coloring, so I'm not going to clean my magic mushroom. But if your green is too dark when you rub the color on your scrap paper, if it's like a dark green, you want to use a light green, you got to clean your magic mushroom, rubbing with wet cloth and dry with a tissue, just squeeze. So we're going to apply this light green color, just to find a 1 or 2 spot, not too much. You push harder, is darker. You release a little product, drawing a little circle, the color is lighter. Don't put too much. We just want to give it a little bit green touch up, and then we're going to use the blue. So let's try a blue. This blue, I think I probably have to clean my magic mushroom. So squeeze with wet cloth. Okay, just squeeze, and the squeezing is actually give a little bit moisture to your magic mushroom. When they are moisture, they are easy to blend. If your mushroom is too dry, it's a little bit too hard. If it's too hard, they don't blend in well. So when it's too hard, all you have to do is use a mister, just give a little bit mist. Don't wash your magic mushroom, please. If you don't believe me, you're going to wash your magic mushroom. It's going to take 2 weeks to completely dry to come back to this shape. So you don't want to do that. Trust me, I did it, and it took a while to wait for my mushroom to be used again. Okay, so now we're going to start with the light green. Okay, brushing is the good way, and then see how pretty it is. A little bit green. You push harder, it's darker. You release the pressure, they become very softer color. So it's really like a magic. Start with the light color, push harder, and then release a little bit. You will see the color they blending perfectly. And then now we're going to use a little bit darker color. Okay, don't worry if you pick a little bit lighter color, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect. Okay, so find the spot, drawing a little circle. That's the best way to blending. And see how pretty it is. Okay, so remember from light to the dark. You don't have to worry about the clean your magic mushroom. It's going to be fine. But if you want to do the dark to the light, you got to clean your magic mushroom, and then it's so easy to clean. Look like this. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now we're going to use the darkest color. Okay, I show you. So you brush the color. This is what I call dark. If you want to use a lighter color and your mushroom is like this, you got to clean your mushroom. Otherwise, you won't be able to get a light color. But now I want a dark color. So I just find one spot, two spot, kind of use the side. Kind of circling. Drawing a little circle, not too much. Okay, and then going to just kind of patch out around the border. Remember, brush your mushroom instead of tapping. Isn't that pretty? I think that's so pretty. And then the best part is, how long is it going to take you to make it? Under 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Okay. And then we are going to do something else. So you can see on this card, on my white area, is kind of covered with that blue-green ink, right? So what you're going to do is you are going to use the Kleenex. Use your spray bottles. Just kind of moisture your Kleenex. And you are going to clean those color on top of those white splash. Okay. That's how I create this beautiful background stamp. And this beautiful background looking. So this card I use my Turtle Talk stamp set. The Turtle Talk stamp set comes with a stamp and the matching die. And this card is I use the Sea Life. Sea Life stamp set is one of our oldest design. I think I designed the Sea Life stamp set in 2007 when I just started my business. Wow, 12 years later, this set is still pretty popular. Well, but just check our website. We have a lot of nice images. And don't forget to use your 25% coupon code. It's start from February 1st until March 4th, just before our Mesa show start. And it's a great deal. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and we have a more tutorial coming. I'm going to show you how to use these magic mushroom. And then make sure you check our show schedule. We have a 22 show already scheduled in 2020. Plus we have August 2nd to August 9th local King Robert stamping cruise leaving from British Columbia, Canada. And for a cruise, it's awesome because you are going to first of all get the awesome deal. It's almost like a 50% off for all the online order, and also you are going to get a first hands on for all the brand new product that's not available on market. I designed the new stamp just for our stamping cruise, and the cruise is so much fun. When the cruise is docked, you go do your things, you won't miss anything. But when the cruise in the open sea, we keep you busy. You are going to meet a lot of wonderful ladies, stampers, crafters, scrapbookers. Sometimes you might meet some guys. They are fun, and it's good time to hang in with the people that share the same craft habits. So I hope you like today's tutorial, and remember we have more tutorial coming. The next tutorial is going to use this moving background stamp. I'm going to show you how to use gold embossing to create a so artistic background background cards, and we're going to use this river rock to create something you never seen before. This is one of our 2019 fall design. I don't know, have you get a chance to check our tutorial yet? It's so easy, and coming soon. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. See you next time.